Do you need to clone your hard disk? Maybe hard disk to similar size hard disk, or hard disk to smaller size SSD or hard disk? Then this is the right tutorial for you. I am now going to show step by step, hardware and software, all the steps how you can clone your hard disk to a smaller size SSD. Welcome to my channel Tech Savvy, and I would request you to subscribe, and if you like this video, please like and share with your friends. Okay, let's see what steps and what things you need to clone your hard disk or Windows to new hard disk or SSD. I am going to replace my hard disk because my laptop is quite old. So I have bought a new SSD and now I am going to clone it. As my laptop is old, so now my laptop is performing very slow. Just to Windows booting, it takes about 5-7 minutes, and if I try to open any application, suppose Chrome, then it takes around more than 1 minute. So for that I am thinking to change to SSD, and my expectation it will be faster. Already I have checked through Task Manager that always my hard disk is getting 100%. Okay, let's see what you need to clone your hard disk and how you can clone your Windows to new one. To clone your hard disk, you need one external supporting hard disk, one pen drive with enough space, and the cloning software. I am going to use Macrium Reflect, and I will follow the step. First I will prepare an image, and from this image I will restore to hard disk. So when I am creating an image, then I can replicate my Windows with multiple times. So steps. First I need to build rescue disk. Yeah, definitely I need to download the software to do all the software operations. So after downloading the software, first I need to create building rescue disk. This will help me to boot my Windows or boot my computer and restore the image. Next, need to create one image file to external drive that will create the entire Windows, entire computer image to the external hard disk drive. So this external hard disk drive must have enough space so it can clone your entire Windows with all the files. So after cloning, your computer will be as it is. And after that, I need to replace hardware with SSD. So this will be a hardware replacement, not software. Once it's replaced, I need to boot it from rescue disk, and from there I need to clone the SSD from image. Once it's done, I can run Windows. So for me it took around 4 to 5 hours to complete all the steps. Okay, let's see in the computer. Before starting the actual work, we need to download and install the imaging software. There is multiple software available in the market, but I am going to use the Macrium Reflect 7. This software I am going to use, and it's the free for personal use, but for business need to pay. It will come with 30 days trial. So download, install and register with your email ID. When you will register your email ID, it will send the activation key to your email. By using that, need to activate, and after that need to create the imaging and the rescue devices. This is my hard disk. I am going to use this as a image storage. I will create my computer image in this hard disk I have plugged in, and this one my pen drive. I am going to use this as a rescue disk. So I have plugged both the hard disk and pen drive with my computer, and now I shall download Macrium software in my computer. That is for home purpose. It will send activation key to my email ID. So I've downloaded and installed Macrium. It is showing my hard disk, computer hard disk, and I'll create the rescue disk. I need to choose a removable USB drive, and after that it's pretty simple. Just next. No need to make any changes in the settings. Just keep everything default. It will build VM and it will take some time. It will download about 200 MB, so it will take some time. So rescue device is complete successfully. Now I shall create the image of my computer. I have set my SSD as a external hard disk. It's a set with USB port, and I kept it in the case, hard disk case. So now I need to initialize and format it because it's new, so it's not formatted. If I just try to get it, it will show there is no disk. So for that I need to open the disk management tool. When I search, it's coming create and disk for partition. So this is the tool. Here it is showing all the available disk. So whichever disk I want to set, I just need to choose here and right click, and after that I can if I right click here, I can initialize volume. It's already initialized, so it's showing for delete or format, so I can do it from here. So after doing that, I can use it. Until I did, it will show there is no disk. The disk 0 is showing my hard disk with all the partition with available space. So for next I need to do the disk initialization, and now I can create the disk image. This is my hard disk externally. This is actually SSD, not hard disk. So I place it with my plug, USB plug, and now I will refresh it. So it's showing SSD and it has been initialized, so it's showing the entire size. Here I did one mistake. I shall now going to image, but by mistake I did it into my SSD. Actually this should be on my external device. However, the step will be the same. Later I copied the image file from my SSD to external drive, and from there I restored. So keep in mind, don't do the mistake. Which mistake I did? Be sure don't make the mistake here. Otherwise it is a quite big size file, around 60-70 GB file it generated for me. So copying will take more time. After selection, no need to make any changes in the configuration. Just do as it is. Next. So it will create the image file. Imaging is in progress. It will take time, maybe hour or more. So I'll come back when it's finished. So it's complete, and now I can close it. So my imaging is ready, my recover rescue disk is ready. So now need to physically change the hard disk and SSD. Like I'll open my computer, my laptop. See, this is the image file icon. And now I shall shut down my computer and will replace my hard disk with SSD. So this step is completely hard disk change. So no need to make any work in software. So this is my external hard disk with image file. I have plugged with my computer, and this one my bootable disk or rescue disk, rescue pen drive. So when I switch on my computer, I need to change my BIOS settings so it can boot from pen drive. My computer booting from my rescue disk, and it's opening the Macrium Reflect 7. Now going to restore the images, and for that I first need to choose the restore image, and after that create the disk partition. So it has taken partition automatically, but it's showing through two partition at the target, whereas I have on my original disk 3 partition. It's showing 2 because my SSD size is low, so when it's creating to map, the second partition is consuming the entire disk, so there is no space for third partition. Though it's a small partition, but as it's coming on the last, because of no space it cannot create, and when I'm trying to make the next, it's getting the insufficient space. So this was the most complex thing to do when I get more difficulty when I was prepared. Here I need to make a trick. I need to make manually a smaller size target second partition, because it's lots of space is unused, so I can make lower size, and I can keep some free space for third partition, and later I need to drag and drop the third partition on the free space, so then it will work. After drag and drop the third partition on the free space, I need to create on next, and it will restore image. It will start image restoring. So again it will take around half an hour or more depending on your image size. So imaging done. From Macrium I need to reboot my computer, and once it reboot, it will open as my original computer. And it's now pretty fast comparing with earlier. Everything opening very fast. So it's all done. And if I see, my hard disk processing is low, hard disk consumption is low after replacing the SSD, and computer is working very fast. Within 2-3 seconds Chrome is opening, also video file is moving smoothly. So this was the complete process, how to change your computer with lower size computer hard disk with lower size SSD, and how to clone your Windows to lower size hard disk. Hopefully it will be useful for you, and if you like this video, please like and share it. It really gives motivation to create another video. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.